Good morning to you all YouTube viewers. Today is December 17th, 2017. This morning I came into my office and I just asked the Lord, I said, Lord, what do you want to reveal to me this morning? So I just opened up the Bible and bam, there's something in my once again highlighted Bible that my stepdad gave me, and boom, it just out of nowhere, the first thing I looked at was the object is the love of money in 1 Timothy 6. And he said, why don't you talk about that? And I'm like, okay, because in previous videos I have mentioned back over in what do we got here? James. In James, where it says, he asks you a question. In 4:14 it says, why I'm sorry, 13 it says, now listen, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go to this or that city and spend a year there carrying on business and make money. It says 14. Why? You don't even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then you just, you gone. Remember no more, you just vanish. It says you vanish. So, in that, I wasn't going to go on that little bunny trail, but I have things written down to keep my videos short and sweet and to the point. So what does the love of money really mean in the Bible? Well, the scripture in 1 Timothy 6 through 10, and I'm going to read 6 real quick. It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. And 6 kind of goes hand in hand with verse 8. And verse 8 is to have contentment. If you're godly, you're gonna be content with what God has provided for you. And what God has provided for you is what verse 8 is talking about. It says, but if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that. We won't be expecting anything else, because it's almost like going back to the verses that he talks about. Do the birds not even worry about where their food or their clothing are going to be? I mean, they got feathers and whatever, but they've got seeds and stuff. But they don't even worry. So it's like, we shouldn't worry either. And so if we don't worry, then it's like godliness and being content goes hand in hand. They are not separate. And then 7, it says, for we brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. And that kind of goes hand in hand with verse 9. But I'm going to read this really quick. It says, I'm thinking, does anyone remember? It's mainly men that came up with this saying. It says, the man who dies with the most toys wins. The person who came up with that phrase was probably a worldly individual, which really leads me to verse 9. And it says, people who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap, and into many foolish and harmless desires that plunge men into ruin and destruction. So if they're being content on dying with the most toys here on earth, but yet you can take nothing out of it, then aren't they pretty much putting themselves into ruin and destruction, and they're putting their faith in the worldly things here on earth. Let me continue on with saying 10, it says, "For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs." Man, the love of money is it corrupts the soul. So I'm going to close with 1 Timothy 6:17 through 19 real quick. And then I'll make a close here. "Command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant, nor to put their hope in wealth, which is so uncertain." Because wealth, you have no idea which direction it's going to go. "But to put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment." He gives us the things that we are supposed to enjoy. Just like with Christmas coming around the corner, it's giving, it's sharing. The gifts of spreading your heart of love is more detrimental than having things. So it goes on to command them to do good, to be rich in good deeds, and to be generous and willing to share. In this way, they will lay up treasures for themselves as a firm foundation for the coming age, so that they may take hold the life that is life. That sums it up right there. You guys can do your own research, and you guys can research your own heart and search down deep to see where that love really is, and how you can penetrate the world that's out there by spreading the love, by sharing and being generous. So I'll close with this. As you go out today, think about what your footprint looks like. Does it look like Jesus's? Have a blessed day.